Hey, what's up guys? Going to be playing Path of Exile. Now this game is very similar to Diablo. It is a action RPG. So yeah, that said, let's just make a new character because over here I was playing on the Legacy League. Well, it's kind of like their ladder reset. Now that the characters are on Legacy, no one really plays Legacy anymore. I don't know why, but yeah, I was pretty lonely there with my level 32 Ranger. But we are going to make a new character now. And we're going to be spending about 10 minutes in the game, and then I'll log into my level 32 character and I can give you better insight of, other things in the game. So first off, we've got 6 classes. We got the Witch, the Duelist, the Ranger, the Marauder, the Shadow, and the Templar. For this video,
and bled
let's go ahead and do Duelist, because I haven't done the Duelist yet.
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with
Duelist with 4 Ts.
simply because of his high birth?
Okay, hardcore league as well. So if you wanted to play, very similar to Diablo, there's like waypoints in this game. There's a lot of aspects that are similar to Diablo. So if you're a fan of Diablo, you might want to check this game out. Or if you're not a fan of Diablo, you might want to check this game out as well. So first off, the inventory system pretty similar to the Diablo series. I'm going to be mentioning a lot of things from Diablo. So if you've played that game, you'll kind of understand it a little bit better. But no worries if you don't. So instead of having like a skill tree, your skill tree is essentially just passives. But to get any skills, you get these gems, kind of like jewels in Diablo. So since this is a red gem, you put it in the red area. And there's also green gems and blue gems. Now these gems, the sockets in here, which are like what you put the gems in, these are not linked. But there are ones that are linked, and they can kind of buff each other up. So it's pretty cool. So if you have something that gives it like split arrow and then like multi-shot, it'll increase the amount of arrows that are shot out, which is pretty cool. Another thing I wanted to mention is there is no gold in the game. Essentially, instead of having gold as currency, pretty much like scroll of town portals or a scroll of identification, that essentially is kind of your money. You can also modify items. You can change the properties on items. You can change the colors of sockets, the amount of sockets, the links on sockets. You can do so much in this game, and I think that that's really where this game can shine. But another thing is the potions in this game are a little bit different. So I'll use a potion. It just takes a sip of it, and then essentially over time, I think it's after you hit an enemy for so many times, they slowly recharge. And basically your potions can be essentially infinite. Also your potions can buff you, like they can give you like extra armor for I don't know how many seconds while they are up. But yeah, you can, there's my character, I'll zoom in on him. But once we level up, I will show you the skill tree. Or it's more sort of like a passive tree, if you want to call it that. Oh, we have a skill, I forgot, we should be using that. This is a skill, Cleave. So it's probably just to add some damage, I'll check it out after. Or both, we have dual weapons. Yeah, you can dual wield in this. And what's really cool with this game, the game really doesn't restrict you on like what you can make as far as your character. You can have a melee wizard, or what I call witch, sorry. The witch in this game is what they call it. But yeah, we'll level up once, and then I'll go on my higher level character, just to give you, more stuff that you can see in the game, because, level 1, there's, not as much things you can do, because you can't see some of the items that you can get at a low level, and what they can potentially do. Okay, we leveled up. Success. So here's our passive tree. So each class kind of starts out in a different area. Like Ranger will start over here, and the Duelist, I guess, starts over here. So I have increased attack speed or 10% increased melee physical damage. Now, what's cool with this is I can go anywhere. Like I can go and branch out into the Ranger skill passives. And oops, I'm getting attacked. Let me kill this guy. So. Let's see. So you can go really whatever route you want. You can make a a caster. The Duelist. You can probably make that. I'm not sure how viable it is, but there are some of these larger skill passives. Like they're kind of like a gold border around them. Those are kind of more beneficial for you. Like some of these, like this one for example, it doubles chance to evade projectiles attacks. So that's pretty good. Also, some of them will have like a downside, but their upside passive will like outweigh it sometimes. So this is Unwavering Stance. So you cannot evade enemy attacks, but you can't be stunned. So you can weigh your options with that. There's also this is one of my favorites. It's Chaos Inoculation. So your maximum life becomes 1. You're immune to all chaos damage, and you get 50% more energy shield. Energy shield is kind of similar to if you played like the Halo series. You kind of have a shield that recharges relatively fast when you're not in combat. So you can make it so you can only have 1 HP. And the benefit to having only 1 HP and more energy shield would be something. There's other passive where it makes it so when you're at maximum life, you like have a higher chance to crit or something along the lines of that. And that would be a pretty good thing to have. Oh, did we level up again? Oh, we didn't even put it in our. Let's put it in our passive. So let's put it into extra damage, and then we'll kill this like mini boss. So you can drop. These guys have a better chance to drop like uniques and items of that nature. And I'll go to town. I can show you the first town zone that you will be seeing. And this game is currently in closed beta. I think you can donate $10, I believe, and you can get access to the game. It is going open beta in January. So if you want to save yourself $10, maybe just wait then. Or if you want to get a head start in the game, just get a better feel for it, you can donate, or if you can get a hold of a beta key, you can do so. Also, we didn't level up our gem here, but the skills essentially level up. You just literally just click on it and it levels up. I wish it did it automatically. There's no real reason why you wouldn't want just to level it up. But here's my stash. Oh, so since I am on the default, which is kind of like they reset the ladder essentially, if you want to call it that. I guess you can't access your items from like the older ladder, which makes sense. So we'll talk to the NPCs.
Welcome
they
to
do
our
have
family.
voice acting, although I'm not going to go through them all. I'm going to grab a new gem. But
Fine
this
work
guy
with
will
Hillick.
give us a new gem, and so we have dual strike, burning arrow, which if I want to make a, I can use this, right? Oh, that's just unidentified. Yeah, you can't use unidentified items. I know in Diablo 1 you could, but then I think in like Diablo 2 and 3 you couldn't use unidentified items. You couldn't equip them. But yeah, I'm sure that I could use a bow. Let's see actually if I can use a bow. I'm pretty sure you can do whatever
Still
you like to
alive,
do.
are we?
So we're going to purchase items. And like I mentioned before, since there's no gold in the game, you kind of just trade. Like this costs a scroll of wisdom, and a scroll of wisdom is basically a scroll of identification if you play Diablo. So they all cost, I guess, 1 scroll. So yeah, I can use a bow as a duelist, which is pretty cool. They really don't limit you on what you can do as far as character creation, which is awesome. And with a skill forest, you could call it, this large, I think that there's enough room for, pretty much a lot of testing. The only downside to this is when you respec, you only can respec, when you get the respec point, it just respecs literally 1 point. I think that they should allow some way so you can just respec on the fly. Like you could have different build orders. I think that would be pretty cool if you could just like take out all the skill points and reallocate them to your liking, whatever you want. I just think that'd be a nice touch for the game. Like I'd love to try to make a melee or a melee witch, but then if it doesn't work out, like it's probably an awful build, then I probably wasted a lot of time if I can't respec like all the skills, because I probably don't want a lot of the skills. I don't want to just respect 1 point. I want to respect all the points. But now I'm going to log in to my other character. Oh, I forgot to show you like the. Let me just show you real quick. The social menu. So these are the parties that you can join. Literally, you can just hit this and you just join the game. And it's pretty awesome. It doesn't. I don't think does it actually load. Yeah, I don't think it actually needs to load at all. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, we're gonna leave that party. But you can see how there was people playing this game. But if you go on to Legacy League, which is kind of like the old, it's kind of like resetting ladders essentially. I think it's what it's more so like. So I'll go to social menu and look. Oh, there's no one that plays in Legacy, which is kind of disappointing because now I'm all by myself. But yeah, I'll go outside and I'll show you. Let me go over my passive. So I kind of built this character to have high damage and high crit damage and crit chance. And let's see, what else did I get that was pretty noteworthy? Piercing shots was pretty nice, so the arrows go through, and they can hit other targets after they go through. What else did I get that's interesting? That's it. I'm only level 32. I know you can get to at least 70. I'm not sure what max level is yet. See how I have these 4 respect points? If I just respect, I only get to to take off 1. Let me see if I can. What happens if I respect? Oh yeah, I guess I can't refund this because it's linked. So I have to refund like something like this where it's not really linked to anything. So that's just one thing to note. Let me go over some of the other currency in the game. So when you sell items, let me sell an item to one of these NPCs.
I am not.
So we'll sell items, and then we'll sell this. So since it's unidentified, we actually get less currency. It's never really good to identify blue items. Usually I just pick them up and just kind of sell them. But you can get transmutation shards, there's so many different things that different vendors will give you different things. Like some will give you a scroll of identifications, or like a part of a scroll of identification. It takes like, I don't know if you can get parts of these, but a lot of the items, they require like stacks. Like you have to have 40 to get 1 orb of transmutation. So, oh no, that's a stack size, sorry. This is the transmutation shard. So a lot of things, I think they'll be called shards, or scroll fragment. Okay, so yeah, this 5 of these becomes a scroll of wisdom. So 5 fragments become a scroll of identification, essentially. Different vendors will give you different prices. Like this guy, he's giving me 2 transmutation shards. Let's see what this guy gives me for this. He will also give me 2. Sometimes they will give you different stuff. And when you sell items, or I'm sorry, buy items, again, they just take different. Like this guy, all he wants is orb of transmutation. This one, he'll take orb of alteration for that one. But let me show you some of the other things. So this is the chromatic orb. Now this reforges the color of sockets on the item. So maybe I need a red socket. That'd be perfect for that. So I can just keep on re-rolling items until I essentially get something that I want. So I think that's really awesome. There's also stuff like chaos orbs. This reforges a rare item with new random properties. So maybe you found a bow that has good sockets in it, but it doesn't have the right stats on it. You can just re-roll the item until you get what you want. I think that's really cool. There's also what is there? That was awesome. There's also something else that changes the numbers on it. What item was it? Forgot what the exact name was. Oh yeah, randomizes this is the blessed orb, so it randomizes the numeric value of the properties of the item. So that's pretty cool. So maybe if you want like higher crit chance or something like that, pretty good stuff. So I'm gonna go out on my ranger here, and I will show you kind of how the game can play. I'm gonna throw up. What do we call it? It's more of a passive skill. So I'll throw up Wrath. So it casts an aura that adds lightning damage to the attacks of you and your allies. So I'll activate that, and you'll see that my mana is reduced. So my maximum mana is reduced by 65, but then I have this buff essentially forever. It doesn't like run out. I don't think anything can remove buffs, but perhaps in the harder difficulties you can. So there's only 2 acts at the moment in this game, and I hit for a lot. What? Oh, this is normal difficulty. Let me go and switch difficulties. I think you can only do that in town. So just like Diablo, you can switch difficulties. So I can go to Cruel. So there's normal and Cruel. There's only Act 1 and 2, I believe, available right now, but perhaps in the future they will do so when they add more. So we're gonna go over here. So this is the waypoint. It's very similar to Diablo. We'll just go over here. So I am one of my level 32, I believe, 32, 33, 32, and this area is level 33. And you'll see how fast I can still kill stuff. Just because the way I've spec'd my character is just high damage, but very low HP. Because I was playing with a friend, and my other friend was playing the Marauder, which is essentially like the tanky class. It's kind of like the Barbarian in Diablo, and I was like, it worked pretty well. I think we'll level up this orb, and yeah, I can show you how that kind of works. So yeah, since I do have low health, I pretty much don't want to take any hits. Like this guy might kill me in like 2 hits. If he stops buffing himself and hits me. Oh yeah, see how much damage that took? It took away all my shields. I think I only have 3 shields. Oh, 21 shield, yeah. I know my shield was pretty low on this character. I think shields are much better on characters that don't take damage too often, because it recharges a lot faster. And if you're not taking too much damage, I think that's more benefit for you. So I'll go back to town. And yeah, basically it's very similar to Diablo. There's even scroll of town. What do they call it? Portal scrolls, what they call it. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like too. It literally looks like the scrolls or the town portals in Diablo, which is fine. Like it doesn't really bother me that this game is probably inspired a lot by Diablo. But the thing is, this game allows so much customization, where Diablo 3 it really lacks that customization option. Like the skill tree is just so much bigger, and there's so many more things that you can do in this game. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out the game and try it out for yourself. It's very similar to Diablo, but it allows a lot more customization. And once the game comes out, I will be playing it again. I just kind of lost interest in it because there's only 2 acts. And I'm not sure if there's probably another difficulty that I can play, but I've already had experienced the game twice, and I don't want to invest hundreds of hours into a character and then have it wipe when the open beta comes out and then finally when the game launches. So this is how you upgrade the gem. So literally it's just you click that and it upgrades. The only reason I guess you wouldn't want to a level up a gem is if you're leveling up for another character. Like for example, oh, these ones are linked. This is the link socket that I was talking about earlier. The only reason why you wouldn't want to level up, like this is Inferno Blow. So this is for like a physical damage. And I'm just leveling this up so I can give it to perhaps one of my friends later on, and or just someone else, because there's no reason why you just want to fill up your stuff with sockets. Like I'm filling up everything with sockets. Although this one has, we should throw this on in here. Yeah, this is a unique in this game are like kind of like a goldish color. It's yellow. Yeah, there's yellow, and then there's like the gold, and this one's pretty nasty though. What does it add? Oh, cannot be frozen, which is pretty nice to have, especially if you need the mobility and you can't really get hit too often. But you know, the amount of energy shield it adds is pretty low. Dexterity is pretty low. Increased mana regeneration, which is nice, and 100% increased energy shield, but I don't have very much to begin with. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game, and you know, perhaps want to check this game out if you're a fan of, you know, action RPGs. I think that this game is definitely something that, you know, will be big once it comes out, because it will be a free-to-play game once it does launch. I don't know when the launch date is for this game, but it is going to be a free-to-play game, so I think there'll be a lot of players and a lot of content for a lot of players to enjoy. But yeah, if you want to check it out, I'll put a link for it in the description box. But thanks for watching. HD Gaming, signing out.